What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor, and we're here for another live stream. A lot is going on right now. The market is looking somewhat bullish. I do think we have some upside here. So let's talk about what we should be looking out for, as well as some trade setups. Let's get right into this and start off like we always do with our crypto market overview. Guys, be sure to smash that like button up as we get into this live stream. So let's get right into this right now. We're still in extreme fear, right? Looking at the fear and greed index, we're at a 31. Altcoin season index at a 28. Overall, we had a strong start to the week on Sunday. The market is not very liquid on Sunday. It's very easy to move prices up. A lot of people got very euphoric, and then we had a dump into Monday and now Tuesday. That's essentially what has happened, right? Pretty uneventful, but when prices go up in crypto, even the slightest bit, everyone starts to lose their mind and get very euphoric. Now, there are some very impressive pumps right now happening, right? Uniswap had some massive news, changing their token and the use case of it, making it much more appealing. Uniswap token is up 28% on the day. Starknet had a very big pump. There are some altcoins showing a lot of promise right now. And I do actually think we're going to see some altcoin outperformance, but we have to have our wits about us, and we can't do anything irrational, because this market will absolutely demolish you. It will punish you so hard if you act out of line and take unnecessary risk without thinking it through. You always need to have a plan. So in this stream, we will be talking about the plan. Stick with me. Looking at the crypto bubbles top 100, really, a mixed bag. Some green, a lot of red. Really just we're in a midweek pullback right now, right? Talking about the Bitcoin monthly returns percentage, here we are in November. So November is usually a double-digit plus or minus month. And when we have a green November, it is a very, very green month. And when we have a red November, it's typically a very red month, all right? So it's either going to be a big green month this month or a big red month. I think we should expect a lot more volatility. And let's talk about right now whether or not the Bitcoin bottom is actually in. So looking at Bitcoin over here, let's grab this chart. So I know there's a lot going on right now on this chart. So let's keep it simple right now. Like I said, we had a very exciting start to the week. Sunday over here, market was green. We pump up. Monday as well, right? We pump over here to 107. Now I will say, I know I wasn't live on Sunday, but when the Sunday candle closed, the weekly candle did close. It closed underneath a very important level, guys. It did close underneath the key swing low at 107,200. Again, that's the swing low from September 1st. The weekly candle closed below it. As per my analysis and my bias and my opinion on the market that I've been saying and repeating, a weekly candle close below 107,200 opens up the door for lower, right? We're talking the low 90s, right? We're talking the yearly open. Maybe we go and grab, what is it, the 8-day? Yeah, maybe we go and grab the 8-day level at 89,000. It's possible now because we have closed the weekly candle beneath the key swing low at 107,200. All right, so with that being said, I know a lot of people are very euphoric right now because of these altcoin pumps, but if Bitcoin's going to go down here, it's not going to bode well for altcoins, and that just means we'll probably have a better buying opportunity. Now let's talk about the short-term direction, all right, because I don't think we're going to go straight down there, right? We've already had a decent pump up this week. Earlier today on this candle, as you can see, we came and we back tested that swing low from September 1st at 107,200, and we rejected off of it. We're selling off now. We also, that was a Monday high deviation, right? If we go to the 12-hour time frame, you can see Monday high was put in. Then today we had a spike above Monday's high into that key swing low resistance, and we're selling off. So right now, I am actually leaning bullish. Why am I leaning bullish right now? Well, on the lower time frames, on all these charts, we basically closed above this structure, right? This is just a basic change of structure, change of character here in the market. And this tells us that likely we're going to go up higher, okay? So basically we had a closure above this swing high at 104. We are pulling back beneath it. Where do I think we're going to go? I think we're likely going to go to this one-day demand zone at 103. $103,300 is where it does start. And I would expect a positive reaction from there. It's also just going to be a basic Monday low deviation, in my opinion. And I'm personally expecting the market to pump up higher, okay? I think we're probably going to see Bitcoin into the monthly open for a retest. And that's at around $109,500. All right, so very simple. Let me just repeat what I just said. My plan right now. Again, we had the Monday high sweep into 107, leading to this current rejection. All right, that was a short. That was a valid short. Right now, we're looking for price to come down into this one-day demand zone, or just this basic order block here at 103K. Okay, we want to look for signs to be long from there into a move to the monthly open at 109. That's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Now, does that mean we're going to have a crazy altcoin season and we're going to see these coins go to new all-time highs? Probably not. But just this move, in my opinion, from Bitcoin to this one-day demand zone up here to the monthly open, or maybe we do actually reach the two-day supply starting at 111, 112. This move, this stretch, we could see some crazy pumps on alts, right? Bitcoin going up 8%. But the thing is, Bitcoin dominance is actually dropping right now. All right, Bitcoin dominance is finally breaking this trend line and looking like it wants to drop lower. So with that, with Bitcoin going up and Bitcoin dominance going down, altcoins are going to pump harder than Bitcoin, all right? So ETH is going to pump harder. Other coins going to pump harder. But that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin at the current moment in time. Now with that, very simple, let's go to the total market cap chart. And same thing I was just talking about on Bitcoin over here. If we look at the total crypto market cap, currently at 3.46 trillion. Well, what happened to start the week off? This was Sunday, right? The bottom over here on Sunday. Price was just basing at this support level. Then it had a big expansive move to the upside. Keep in mind, this is the 1 hour chart. But anyways, on this big expansive move to the upside here, again, we closed above this swing high, these swing highs over here, telling us that the market is now likely going to continue this bullish momentum unless it starts to lose these lows down here, in my opinion. Just going off of the total market cap right now. So if it starts to lose the lows at 3.37 trillion, that tells us that this was just a total fake out, total scam move, and it's not going to go up. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think likely the market is going to find some support in here and then continue to push as per my plan I just shared on Bitcoin. All right, so that's what we're looking for right now. We want to essentially look for reasons to be long. We want to look to ride this little trend up before, in my opinion, the inevitable nuke down lower in the second half of November. All right, guys, you know I was calling for a bearish November well before the month even started in October. What happened at the start of November? Bitcoin breached below 100K. All right, we got that down move. With that, a lot of altcoins were already in the gutter. Some have made moves up. But I don't think the bearish November is over just yet. I don't. And again, I think we are going to see Bitcoin down here in the lower 90s in the second half of the month. But for now, for the next week or so, I do have a bullish bias in the midst of the larger down trend. I want to make that very clear because I know all the time people ask me, you said it's going to go down. Why are you saying it's going to go up? When it's going down, there's always bounces in the trend. I think we're having one of those bounces right now. But overall, I am actually still expecting lower in the market. Guys, make sure to smash that like button right now. Let's get this party started. A lot of viewers, not that many likes. Fix that ratio. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Shane, my guy Shane Stridham 7036. He says, oi, oi, Connor. What is going on, Shane? Great to see you, brother. We have B Marquis. What's up, B Marquis? Good morning. How are you? We got Dre in the building. What's up, Dre? We have Rhythm19. What is going on? He says, GM Connor, will TREB survive the carnage? I think it will. I think it's been holding up extremely well in the midst of this carnage. It's basically floored out down, where is it, like 12, 13 cents, right? So I think TREB will continue to survive the carnage. And when DeFi season really kicks off, I think TREB will outperform a lot of coins. Guys, 1.4 million market cap. I'm bullish, especially if it goes lower too. Remember, the private sale was 5 cents. The IDO was 10 cents. The launch price was 12 cents. So it's basically sitting at launch price. Most coins are well below their launch prices, especially even their sale prices. So pretty impressive. And 1.4 million market cap, I think that is going to be looked back upon as a crazy opportunity. Of course, not financial advice, but yeah, I think Treble Swap will survive the carnage. My man Rhythm19, good to see you. We have Zahorsan. He says, my coins are going down. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Unfortunately, I can't make them go up for you. I can't do that. Shout out to Ghoul82, my man Ghoul. He says, smash the like, lads. Connor is giving the alpha like no other. One question. Thank you for that, sir. He says, which coin would you look to long for big risk to reward? Love from Greece. Shout out to Greece, guys. Shout out to everyone watching from all around the world. What coin would I look to long? What coin would I look to long? A lot of coins are showing promise. One of them is Litecoin, showing some promise right now. Now, Litecoin has to hold like $100 where it's at right now. Very important level here for LTC to hold at $100 essentially. It's a pretty big support resistance flip level, right? Just go look to the left on the chart. $100 is very, very important. And that's exactly where price is right now. So Litecoin is, you know, it went down to $80. And then it was on Friday, really. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 huge green candles. From 85 up here to 113. Everyone got crazy euphoric. Litecoin's going to 500, right? Now we're pulling back. Okay, so this is a spot. See how it looks. Like, even if you just go look at the 4-hour, right? This is obvious support here. This is a spot to look to bid something like Litecoin. I think this thing could double. I think it could go. I'm not expecting like anything insane, but I think it could shoot up to like $200 in a very short amount of time. It's in the same narrative as other coins such as Zcash, which is starting to show a lot of cracks and closing underneath this big trend line. So it's not looking too great for Zcash. This is a short right now. But Litecoin is in the same narrative. Same narrative as a coin like Zen, which just came into a one-day demand zone. But, you know, Zen shot up from $10 to $25 in short order. And Litecoin is also in the same narrative as, if we can find it here, as Dash. And Dash went from $20 to $150. So Litecoin is a coin that is worth paying attention to and potentially worth bidding around current prices, right at around $100. Again, just go to the lower time frame, go to the 1 hour, and you can see it's just now testing these support levels. And technically support does go down to 97. All right, so anywhere between like now and current price, I think is worth it to bid LTC for a potential 100% move. But that's one. Chainlink as well, showing promise. A lot of like the OGs are showing decent promise right now. So Chainlink is in this daily demand. Right, let's make sure we label this. So 1-day demand here on Link. Also just sweeping Monday's low price. All right, so Link right now potentially in a level of interest to get long on support in 1-day demand. Link, I think, can push up here $19 to $20 to the yearly open in short order, right? This would be when Bitcoin goes to like the monthly open at, call it 109 to 112, right? Something like Link could have like a nice 25% move. Ultimately, I think we will see sub $10 chain link in the bear market, and that will be an amazing spot buy. But for now, I would look for it to push up to 20 bucks. And one more for you, because it's hot, right? We want to focus on the hot stuff. Filecoin is worth mentioning as well. My man Ghoul82 still addressing your question here, but as well as everyone right now, right? If you guys are looking for trade setups, we are going over them live in real time. If you appreciate that, smash up the like button. And if you are new here to the channel, smash that subscribe button, turn on the all bell notification icon, and join the family. The Crypto Empire family. Anyways, Filecoin. So Filecoin erased a lot of bearish price action in very short order last week. You can see the weekly candle here from last week. Hit a low of $1.25 and it hit a high price over here of $3.97 on this wick. Very, very crazy move in a very short amount of time. Now it's pulling back, and it's pulling back in levels of interest. First of all, go to the 2-day time frame. So the 2-day has a little hidden order block over here. Okay, so the 2-day has this order block at $2.30, $2.27. All right, so that's the ultra refined level. And there's also the larger 1 week hidden order. It's actually just a breaker. Let's just change this. It's a breaker. All right, so price has touched the top of the breaker right now. Could it come a bit lower? Yes, it could. It could fill that 2-day. But something like Filecoin can run here from $2.50 just to the range highs over here. We're talking 400%, or 350%, right? From around $2.50 up to $10. That's like a 4x in price. All right, just to these range highs. And remember, guys, Filecoin at one moment in time was trading for $200, right, in the last cycle. It's at $2 now. I'm not calling, this is logarithmic scale, I'm not calling for it to go back up to 200. But I think from here we could see it run up to like 10 bucks. And yeah, I mean, it's just hit that 1 week breaker block. Maybe it comes into the 2-day around $2.30. But Filecoin is definitely one to consider here. Filecoin is one to consider here for a nice ride up higher. You know, we're talking potentially 350% from around current prices. So you don't have to go crazy and risk anything on high margin, on leverage if you don't want to. You can look to play these spot because these could happen in short order in a short amount of time. But anyways, we'll go over some more altcoin setups I'm looking at right now. Filecoin is definitely one at the top of the list currently, just because, you know, it's showing promise. Crazy high volume spike, very bullish candle last week. Will it continue? It's very possible we see this continue up. I mean, the market, some coins are just pumping. Some coins just want to move, right? ICP, another one that just wants to move. It went from $2.78 up here to $10, 250% in 9 days, right? Straight up, basically. Dash was another one, right? Zcash. Like, these coins are just being chosen. Like, these old random dinosaur coins are just being chosen by the market makers to pump. So yeah, Filecoin is definitely one to pay attention to, guys. Smash that like button. Anyways, FBS, he says, catching your stream after a while live. Great to see you, mate. Appreciate that, FBS. Great to see that name in the live chat as well. Appreciate your support. thoughts on SXT and Link partnership for data. Look, Chainlink is a powerhouse. Chainlink is, it's a control structure coin, Chainlink. So it's going to be one of the coins that survives the altcoin purge next year in 2026. It's a coin you're going to want to buy in the bear market, sub $10. So yeah, the partnership with SXT, it's just another reason to be bullish on Link long term here. But yeah, for now, again, Link is reacting from this one-day demand zone. And personally, I'm looking for this to continue up here towards these highs up here, like $20, the yearly open, right at $20. All right, so that's a trade. That's a trade we're looking for right now on Link. And we got to pull some fibs, guys. Little rule of thumb, always pull Fibonacci price retracements. So I would like to see Link hit the 618. I would like to see Link hit the 618 down here at 1569. But maybe it doesn't want to give it. Maybe this Monday low sweep into the demand zone was enough, and this 50% retracement. Because typically speaking, the 618 is just very reliable. For example, over the weekend, Link hit the 618 over here at $15.02. And I'll just show you guys real quick. I did take that trade over here. I'm on a breakout account right now. You can sign up to breakout using my link down below. Make sure you use my discount code, guys. But yeah, as you can see, we're up on that trade on Link currently. But yeah, 618 is very, very reliable. We'll see if Link does push up here to $20. Let's see. Eddie K says, every time alts go up a bit, then ... Yeah, every time altcoins go up, it's usually a fake pump. But if it's going to be a chosen altcoin, some more recent examples of chosen altcoins would be stuff like Dash, stuff like Zcash, right? If these ones were chosen, they will go up and continue to go up. But most of them will get slammed back down. Monero, another one showing a lot of strength right now. Monero XMR. Let's see. We have Schwambo507. He says, oi, oi, Mr. Aura. Haven't seen you in a while. He says, Chainlink/AVAX ready for takeoff. Well, first of all, I appreciate you addressing by my name, Mr. Aura. That's what they call me over here. We already looked at Chainlink. Let's see, AVAX. So pretty similar chart to the others. I mean, all these coins are moving in lockstep together for the most part. AVAX does have this, similar to Bitcoin, a one-day demand zone down here. All right, this is fresh. It does have the order block from Sunday or Saturday, but yeah, not as good. Anyways, right now, let's see, guys. Right, we have the Monday range set. So AVAX swept Monday's high into Monday's low, back inside of the range. So here's the thing. I'm not so sure these coins are bottom, just because I do think Bitcoin will likely head into its own one-day demand zone over here, again at 103,300. And if Bitcoin's going to head down slightly lower, we're probably going to see some of these altcoins, like, for example, AVAX, also head down a bit lower. Now, with that being said, we can't be too greedy and expect too low. I'm not looking to trade AVAX at all. But if I was, where would I look? See, it just hit the 618, so maybe that's it, guys. Right, it hit the 618. It's reclaimed Monday's low. You can look to play this with a stop. Like if I was going to look to play this trade right now, this is what I would do. It's tight. If Bitcoin goes down, it's probably going to get stopped out. But I would just put the stop beneath the low it made prior and look for this to continue to pump up after hitting the 618 there. If that fails, I would say look to buy it inside of the demand zone lower, sub $17. But yeah, that's what I think about AVAX right now. Link and AVAX are non-performers. I can't disagree with you, Luke, but Link doesn't look bad at all, actually. And Link is heavily correlated to Bitcoin as well. So if Bitcoin is going to pump from here, I would say Link is also going to pump. Let's see. What else is going on? We have Devin Cox 5529. He says, new to the community, love the content, keep it up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support. We have Brian Regassa. What's up, Connor? What's up, Brian? How are you? Treble looking juicy at these levels. True gem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Eric Royston, Ghoul82 as well. Eric says, thanks for the expert wisdom. This kind of knowledge is priceless. Hey, appreciate you. Eric Royston, always great to see your name in the live chat. Guys, let's move on to some news right now before we head back into the charts later on in this live stream. If you're just tuning into the live stream right now, smash that like button. If you're new here to the channel, hit the subscribe button. You know what to do. Anyways, looking at some news right now for the day. So Look On Chain talking about Tom Lee and BitMine. They're buying up Ethereum like crazy still. Last week they bought $83 million worth of Ethereum, and they're currently holding $12.5 billion total in ETH. Right? So they want that 5% of the supply. They have over 2%. They're going to continue to stack it up. And, of course, BitMine is backed by who else? Peter Thiel, PayPal Mafia, Elon, Peter Thiel, the OG PayPal guys. Follow the money. Anyways, I still think we see ETH at like $2,500 actually, though. But some good bullish propaganda here. Anyways, moving on, some very big news with Coinbase. So they are launching their own like launch pad, and Monad is going to be the first token sale starting on November 17th. So this news came out yesterday, saying token launches just got a whole lot better. You can get early access to your favorite tokens. It's a pre-sale platform, and U.S. users can finally join. All right, so for the first time since 2017. U.S. users can now again participate in pre-sales on Coinbase. This is big. Now, in regards to the Monad sale, again, the mainnet is going to launch on the 23rd. This sale will be opening up from the 17th of November, which is in 6 days from now, until the 22nd. And they're going to be selling 7.5% of the total supply at 2.5 cents, which is a $2.5 billion valuation. All right, so some big stuff, some very big stuff. Now the tokenomics for Monad are pretty funny, right? So 7.5% is going to be sold in the pre-sale. 3% is getting airdropped. We've been covering the airdrop here on the channel if you've been following. And then 89.2% of the supply goes to the ecosystem, the team, the investors, as well as the treasury. So most of the tokens will obviously be going to the team. And a lot of it will be unlocked on day one, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if it does perform. And in regards to the Coinbase platform, if you buy the Monad token and hold it for 30 days after the launch, you will get like privileged access to the future sales on the platform, which could be worth it in and of itself. So I'm probably going to do the Monad sale just to be on the good list for Coinbase's pre-sales in the future. I don't think that this one is a great deal, but again, just for the access to the future sales could very well be worth it. Moving on, Senate passes the bill to reopen the U.S. government. So it looks like the U.S. government will be starting back up. This was the longest shutdown ever. And they were for sure doing a lot of shady stuff while it was shut down. But here we are. It's going to be reopening. Very exciting stuff. Here's a bit of a troll. So Treasury Secretary Bessent says tariffs help consumers, right? Let's just watch this.
I think that the tariffs help consumers. Because
so that's a troll, obviously, right? He's saying that knowing he's lying to everyone's face. Tariffs are just taxes that are passed on to the end user, which is the consumer. All right, so it's a total troll. And if you believe MSNBC and what they say on there, God help you, really. But anyways, I thought I would share that epic troll from Treasury Secretary today. Some pretty funny stuff they say in the mainstream media. In other news, the McRib is back, guys. The McRib is back right now. And here is a chart showing when the McRib comes back, the market pumps. Okay, so here we are. The McRib is back in November of 2025. Will we see the market pump? Again, if you guys joined me in the beginning of the live stream, personally, I am expecting some upside here. By the way, let's go look at the CME gap. Yeah, filled. All right, so that should be enough, potentially, to see a good reaction here on Bitcoin. And again, with that, I personally am looking for Bitcoin to perform to the upside here in the short term, looking for a move into the monthly open or into this 2-day supply zone. From there, I think the bearish trend is going to continue down to the low 90s. Now, guys, this is what always happens, right? The market pumps into resistance, into supply, and everyone gets super euphoric. Everyone gets super bullish when price is at supply, when price is at major resistance. Same thing happened over here at the end of October before the crash at the start of November. Right, price pumped up here to 116, that 116 level. Everyone's super excited. Slam down new lows. I simply just am expecting price to do something similar. Come back up into resistance. Everyone get very excited. Slam down into new lows. From there, I actually think we're going to find a bottom and see some good moves on altcoins. I think that when this happens, I'm expecting this move to happen like not this week, but the week after. Again, the second half of November. This is when we want to load the boats on altcoins. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of upside, I think, after this move happens, if I'm right, of course. Will this happen as per my plan? I don't know. This is just what I'm kind of getting ready for. And I think the really big buying opportunity is going to come when we see Bitcoin down here in the lower 90s. And that is going to be pretty soon. I don't think, probably around November 20th, November 23rd, if I had to guess a date and be specific. Right? Pull out the magic crystal ball. Around November 20th. Get ready to buy. As of right now, expect more chop. Expect up and down. Expect price to pump up here to supply. Everyone get very bullish again. And then I would expect a dump into the actual buying opportunity. Let's see. What else is going on here? Shout out to Honest Lawn Care. He says, Connor, looks like I'm going to be cutting lawns for another season. Taking profits is easier said than done. Lawn season is greater than alt season. Hey, brother, there's nothing wrong with cutting lawns. And taking profits is definitely much easier said than done. 100%, man. But again, I think we're going to see some good moves here actually after we nuke down lower in the second half of November. I think we'll see some really crazy moves. And then I think the real altcoin season, like I've been saying here on the channel, is going to happen when? I think over here, we're likely going to see altcoin season truly kick off in the second half of February of next year, right? February 2026, which from a time perspective is in around 100 days. I think we'll get altcoin season. For now, just expect like Zcash and Dash type of moves where like 2 out of 1,000 coins pump really hard. And you just have to find the needle in the haystack and catch one of those movers until the real altcoin season starts. Again, I'm expecting February next year for that. Let's see, we have new type trader. He says, during Korean blockchain week, excuse me, guys. During Korean blockchain week, you were the only person helping us pick coins based on Korean volume on Upbit. You're very observant. Thank you for noticing that. He says, BSV is seeing unusually high volume on Upbit. Is that a sign? Well, that just means the Koreans are trading the heck out of it, right? And the Koreans love to trade. Remember, gambling is banned in Korea, so they trade crypto instead. Anyways, let's go inspect this. Upbit volume. Let's see. Spot volume 1 million. What's the perp volume on Upbit? I don't know. From what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like anything crazy. I believe that was 1 million, right? Yeah, this is a million, not a billion. So it's really nothing too much that I'm seeing. Anyways, I haven't checked the BSV chart since maybe 2021. What's going on there? So it is kind of return of the Dino coins right now. Again, I went over Litecoin and the Litecoin setup at the start of the stream. Litecoin already bouncing about $1 up. Again, that $100 level, it's a very important support to hold. $100 on Litecoin is the place. 100 to 103 is the current place to bid if you're bullish on Litecoin. Very simple, right? If you see it start to lose this structure, get out. But this is where to bid Litecoin. But something like BSV, it's kind of in the same category in a way to Litecoin, even though it's like a fake version of Bitcoin. And the chart looks pretty similar. So yeah, maybe we see something like BSV also perform. But I can't really say because I haven't looked at BSV, like I said, in many years. First time I'm checking it. But out of curiosity, yeah. I mean, hey, if anything, I would say look for it to sweep Monday's low for a bid, but that's BSV. Trade it at your own risk, man. I haven't really looked at that coin in such a long time. I'm not sure. Anyways, Satoshi 300 says alt season is coming either end of this year or 2026. Again, I think February 2026 is when you should be expecting altcoin season. Benjamin H9 says, what's up, Connor? What's up, Benjamin? How are you, man? Hope you're good. Thank you, sir. I hope you're good. What are your thoughts on Zeph? Do you think it's still a good one? Not really. Zeph just totally controlled by the whales. Look, if they want to revive it, maybe they pump it. All right, it's up from 42 cents to 95 cents. Very exciting. I mean, it's very easy to move something like this, because let's go look at the facts. It's a 10 mil market cap with very low liquidity, right? If an orchestrated group wants to get behind Zeph and pump it like they did over here in 2023 up to like $60 or whatever, they can do it very easily. But to say that's your reason to buy it, it doesn't really make sense. All right, so it's a very high risk investment, and yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything from Zeph. With that being said, chart wise, let's see, did it pull back to the 618? It did. Okay, so maybe from here, maybe it's forming a bull flag and it wants to pump. Again, it's very low liquidity, so if a certain cabal or group of whales did want to get together and pump something like this, they easily could. Out of this bull flag, they easily could. So up to you. I'm definitely not telling you it's going to pump, or I'm not telling you to buy it at all. Right? I don't give financial advice like that, but that's what I think about Zeph. What else is going on? Satoshi should have said this tariffs help me. Yeah, really. I mean, what a troll, guys.
I think that the tariffs help consumers because
it sounds like he's holding in a laugh too when he's talking. I mean, he obviously knows he's talking shit, just straight up lying through his teeth, but yeah, that's where we're at. Let's see. Honest Lawn Care says, give me a Chinese truck for $15K F the tariffs. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Let's see. FBS. I'm also on Breakout and other prop challenges. How do you manage the daily drawdown thing? Do you exit and re-enter? Or are these very short term? Nah, dude. Breakout is like, they give you tons of buffer room. I'm going to make a full video about Breakout, but like the daily drawdown, if you're on a 50K account, I think, what is it, like 4%? So how do you handle that? Just play tight stops, right? I look to snipe bottoms with these prop firms, especially on the challenges, right? I basically look to snipe the bottom and size in heavy. And like the goal is to just pass the challenge as quickly as possible and then get to the actual funded account. For example, a 50K account costs $500 for the challenge, right? So $500 is like a normal trade risk for me, at least, right? So with that being said, if I lose the challenge, it's kind of like just getting stopped out of a normal trade in a way, if you want to look at it like that. To some, $500 might be a ton of money, so they want to go for a lower tier account. Totally up to you. But again, I'll make a full video about Breakout. For now, guys, if you're new to it, sign up and use my link at sign up, or use my code down in the description below. Satoshi says Santa rally, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Yusuf is looking for a 2x. He just wants one 2x call, bro. You will get a 2x call if you stay in crypto. For now, I think something like TREB is free money, but not financial advice. I did call a low cap AI coin in the Crypto Empire Mastermind for my members. I'm not going to talk about that now. Join the Mastermind if you want to find out what that coin is. But I think something like that can move up easy as well. But yeah, when the market moves and altcoins outperform, a 2x is very attainable. I know it seems very hard and difficult right now, but a 2x is very, very, very attainable. So I would say stay in the game, man. Shout out to Shane. He says, appreciate your knowledge, mate. Hey, I appreciate the support. Glad you're learning here. Glad you enjoyed the live streams. New type trader. it will be an alt season, but the alt season is just everyone breaking even, but retail will lose again because they won't sell in their break even. That's correct. Some coins will move up significantly, but most will just go back to a lot of people's buy points, like you said. And yeah, retail is always caught holding the bag. That's how this market works. The whales give retail breadcrumbs, and retail doesn't take the breadcrumbs because they want the full loaf, and then the breadcrumbs get taken back from them, basically. That's just how it works in a nutshell. So yeah, that's it. Anyways, Uniswap has a 2-day level right around the quarterly as well. So if I was looking to trade Uniswap, I would succumb to the FOMO. I would succumb to the current FOMO, even though it already did take the Monday low. We'll see. Anyways, like $8 to 77777 is, if I was gonna put a limit order, it would be here, just because I like the number. 7777 on Uniswap. That's a 12-hour as well. So yeah, I would be looking around 7777 on Uni. Even though it already did, it just front ran the 12-hour. It's tough, right? The market sometimes it doesn't want to give you the entry you're looking for. You can't chase it is the thing. I mean, you can, and maybe you get away with it until it blows up in your face. But yeah, I still would look for down here. Sub $8 on Uni. Again, Bitcoin dominance, guys. Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Bitcoin dominance is likely going to continue to drop, meaning that if Bitcoin goes up a little bit, altcoins are probably going to go up a lot more than Bitcoin itself, which is why we want to look for altcoins right now rather than Bitcoin. Anyways, it looks like Bitcoin might want to come into our daily demand zone. We'll see. It did fill the CME gap already. We have not looked at ETH yet. Let's go look at ETH right now. Again, on Sunday, off of these lows at 33.50, basically, there was a nice move up to 3,600, 3,650. We are now trading underneath the Monday low and below 3,500 again. Let's get rid of that. Now, similar to Bitcoin, ETH does have its own respective one-day demand zone at $3,432. All right, so we can be hasty and call bottom here, or we can be a bit patient and look for these to come into their demand zones. From there, I think we see upside, guys. Monthly open is at 38.50. Quarterly open is at 41.50 approximately. So I think we should be looking for Ethereum to put in a move up here into resistance. After that, similar to my Bitcoin plan, my Bitcoin analysis, I think we see this thing nuke up. Or nuke down, I should say, actually. And nuke down below 3,000. Again, levels are marked out on our chart. 28.79, 25.50. Main levels of interest for Ethereum. My idea of how it's going to go would be move up into resistance. 4,000 to 4,100 is what I would look for. I will be looking to short a move up here to 4,000 to 4,100, followed by a big nuke down below $3,000, leading to the buying opportunity that you really want to go hard on towards the end of November. And then we see a nice upswing. And then we'll take it step by step. For now, that's all you got to know. For now, just look for this move right now on ETH. Into demand, pump to resistance. That's all anyone should be focused on. Take it level by level. That's what you want. That's the plan right now. That's the plan. Bob Franklin says it's never the coins we own that pump. Hey, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, Bob. That's why we play the game, baby. That's the thrill of it. Sometimes it is, and sometimes we bask in the riches of holding those coins and taking profits at the right time. There's nothing like a crypto pump dopamine hit. Am I right, lads? Smash the like button and let's get some W's in the chat if you agree. There is absolutely nothing like the dopamine spike from catching a crypto pump. They will come. They will come. You got to believe it to achieve it. You guys think I'm running this channel, doing these streams to not catch the pumps? That's what we're here for. That's what I do. That's why I say my tagline, Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. Because I've caught enough pumps in my day where I can say that. But anyways, I feel you, Bob, but stay in the game. Shout out to Jasper, a.k.a. Final Curse. What's up, Jasper? Shout out to Silvadala. Is Arrow pumping right now? It is moving up. Strong move on Arrow. So whenever there's Coinbase news, Aerodrome does well. Breaking the heart out of this bull flag. We'll see. We'll see if it wants to flip this previous swing high level at $1.36. For now, it hasn't been able to close above these swing highs. So still, I know it's exciting. I know it looks like it wants to go nuts. But, you know, if we do see ETH pull back like I'm expecting, maybe we see something like this to like this, which is the buying opportunity back to the quarterly open, and then you want to ride it. But still very promising, yeah. Right, Aerodrome is the whale coin, the Coinbase whale coin, I should say. So whenever there's Coinbase news, Aerodrome does well. DeFi, big DeFi coin, so yeah, I mean, definitely could be good news for Treble Swap. I agree with you, Vikey Odin. Is Breakout a prop firm? It is. It is a prop firm. Again, I'll make a full video about that, showing you the benefits of it. But yeah. Thoughts on Graphite Protocol? I have no thoughts on Graphite Protocol. I really don't even know what that is. GP. 10 million market cap. I got no thoughts on this, man. I'm not sure what to say about it. Looks like it had a big run up. What is that, in July? Yeah, in July. Went to over $6. Now it's at 30 cents. Who told you about Graphite Protocol? I'm curious. It looks like Bitcoin is coming into demand, guys. Like we discussed, like the plan discussed, lads. Here we go. This is when we want to take some action if we were going to plan to long Bitcoin, all right? We were looking for it to come into this one-day demand zone. And here we have it. Price is coming into the one-day demand zone. It's not the time to be scared and be a deer in the headlights. All right, we simply go with the plan. The plan is, if you're just joining in the stream now, move into demand, move into supply. Liquidity to liquidity. We're now moving into demand. So we want to be bullish and not bearish right now, in my opinion. Okay? I know there's red candles. I know it might seem scary. Oh my God, the price is going down. It's simply going to the liquidity in the demand zone. I think it's going to hold up. I don't know for sure. I think it will, though. So don't be scared right now. It's the time to be bullish and not bearish with price coming into demand. ETH. Still, right? Because Bitcoin dominance is red on the day and dropping, right? ETH is holding up stronger than BTC. I feel like I have to sneeze, but it's going away now. Anyways, yeah, it went away. ETH is, maybe it wants to drop into demand as well. Maybe it does. But as of right now, Bitcoin is the main watcher, the main thing that I'm watching. And the plan is simple, guys. The plan is simple. Here we go. Wait for, it hasn't really hit it yet, so let's not get crazy. It front ran it. I would look for it to come deeper into the demand zone and then react. Very simple strategy here. Supply or demand into supply we're looking for, right? Demand into supply. We'll see where it goes. Litecoin, again, it's like, this is where to bid. I'm pretty tempted to chuck up a big order. But anyways, Litecoin right now is sitting at this support right at $100. Earlier in the week, when this thing was pumping, everyone was aping into it at like 110, 106, 108. Everyone was buying up here. Now they're all pissing their pants when price is at support. I don't think it's smart right now to be bearish at support. I don't. I think it's time to be bullish rather than bearish. Okay, price is at support. What do you do at support? If you think it's going to hold, you buy. All right, so yeah, that's that. I think XLM is going to have a blow-off type of run. But we'll talk about that another time. Let's see. Yeah, that was a stupid setup on AVAX. Hopefully nobody took that trade. But let's see on the 4 hour. I did say that was a bad trade when I set it up. Anyways, again, the stop for that is just below the 618. It could still work, right? Because this is just a Monday low deviation. This is a textbook setup. I just think that there's a chance it sweeps, and but yeah, we'll see. I'm not trading AVAX anyway. No interest in that. We haven't looked at Tau, right? So anyone wondering, yes, I still do hold Tau spot. I do. Why? I don't want to be cute and fancy. Maybe it pulls a Dash or a Zcash on me, right? I don't want to be left out. So I'm just holding it, man. It's staked away. It's earning interest. All good. Whatever. It is a lot of money, but that's just the risk we take here in crypto. Anyways, the chart doesn't really look great. Why do I say that? Well, price broke beneath the trend line, back tested it, rejected, still just kind of sitting underneath this trend line. Previous support flipped into resistance. Price is holding the horizontal at 370, which is encouraging. Now, in my opinion, again, the analysis on Tau is unchanged. There's really nothing to update here. If Tau is bullish, it has to close above the swing highs over here, like 480. It didn't really do it over here on November 1st, right? This candle, it looked like it closed above the swing high, but it really was a very, very unconvincing close. And then if you look on the 2-day time frame, the 2-day, which can be used for extra confirmation, right? If a candle close looks a little iffy or a little suspect on the 1-day, don't trust it. Wait for the 2-day to close. And the 2-day tells the story. The 2-day clearly shows us that it was not able to close above the previous swing high, which is why it dumped off significantly from that 500 level. It needs to close above the 500 level. Otherwise, yes, 240 is on the table, 100%. It's on the table still. All right? So if you were wondering, that's what's going on there. Is Dash still worth buying? I would say Zen over Dash. I think Zen over Dash currently. Zen just came. So this is the power of supply and demand, guys. So Zen right into the daily demand zone. And, you know, it's up 7% from the proximal 10% basically. So, yeah, I mean, beautiful move there. Zen, Horizon over Dash. If you want to buy a coin like Dash, I would say Zen is a better option. Of course, not financial advice, but hey, that's what I think, and I think I'm right as well. So that's it. ETH is far from the demand zone. Bitcoin is close. Yes, that is correct, sir. Why? Well, a few reasons why. Right, look at ETH BTC, the green daily candle, Bitcoin dominance, red daily candle. So ETH, altcoins, they're just simply stronger than Bitcoin right now. And that's why you're seeing them not drop as much as Bitcoin currently. Anyway, Schwambo, how about Fed up 30%? Still plenty of room. Fed. Is it on my list? Here it is. Yeah, it looks good. Perfect pullback into this level here. Look at that. I mean, if you call it that, that was a beautiful entry. But yeah, FET right now, we should mark this 2-day down here at the monthly. So maybe it pulls back to this level when the market, I think, is going to nuke around November 20th. Again, my magic crystal ball date. But yeah, FET looks good here. Why do I say that? Well, the low over here from April, this is a big support resistance level. All right? Call it support / resistance. SR, another term used to describe this line at 34.5 cents on FET from the low on April 7th. So what's going on here? Price lost the support after the October 10th crash. It fills a large portion of the wick, 50%, and it explodes out of it, and it reclaims the support. This is a positive chart right now, okay? So yeah, there's room to run. I would say for spot buyers, this is where to buy, right on support. If you want to get fancy, I would say wait for a Monday low sweep. If given you want that, maybe it gives you into the 4-hour demand. Okay, maybe it gives you something like this. Now, also your golden pocket is right at the Monday low. So yeah, for FET, look for it to come to the golden pocket, Monday low. If you want to look to long it off of that support resistance, the higher time frame SR, it looks good. I agree. Targets, I would say at least into 60 cents, these highs. If not, going for this range high around $1. But yeah, I was also looking at Oasis Rose today, and it's a pretty similar setup. Okay, you have support, resistance, SR flip around 2.1 cents. Very similar chart to Fetch AI. I think FET looks a little bit stronger though, but same exact setup. Same thing. Okay. October 10th crash, fill 50% of the wick. Explode out of that, reclaim the support resistance. Right, so as long as this holds, this probably is going to push up like 100% to the range highs up here. Right, so FET, Rose, privacy coins, or AI coins, I should say. Rose is AI privacy, but it's a shit coin is the thing. It's just a massive underperformer, a VC dumping fest. But it looks good right now. It does. Anyways, lads, that's what's going on. Glaucus, why will the market nuke on November 20th? It might not. Right? I don't know for sure if it will. But there is a time cycle pivot due around then, if we want to be specific on the reasoning why. But that doesn't have to play out. Nobody knows what the market is going to do. I think based off of probabilities, we do see it nuke around that time. That's it, though. What's Bitcoin doing? All right, so like we expected, lads, we're going deeper into our demand zone. Again, we don't want to be panicking when price is moving into demand. This is when to put on your bull glasses and your bull goggles and sack up. Okay? This is the level of interest. That's a GP. From this low. From this low, it's right at the 50%. So, yeah. I think this demand zone is going to hold up. Now, with that being said, guys, it's important to understand. It might wick down to like 101 or something. It might. As long as the daily doesn't close underneath the body of the demand zone, this is good to go. Okay, so we'll see if it gets even uglier from here. But this is all following the plan. All right, this demand zone holds up. We see a move into supply, followed by a nuke of epic proportions. And then we see what I think is going to be altcoin outperformance. The signs are already there with Bitcoin dominance, showing signs like it wants to drop. That's it, lads. That's it. That's the plan. Shout out to Honest Lawn Care. He says, thanks for the plan. You already know, brother, man. that's it, lads. We're going to go wrap up the live stream right now. It's good to be back. Listen, I'm going to go traveling, actually. I'm going on a trip tomorrow. But that doesn't mean I'll be away from Crypto Empire. All right? So you will see me in a new location. And with that, we might have some different types of content as well. Maybe we'll do some lifestyle stuff or something. You guys want to see what I do outside of crypto? Been thinking about it. Maybe we'll start up something else. Show a different side of Mr. Aura. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you want to see something like that. Let me know in the live chat. But thanks for being here, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.